Hello guys, in this video I want to show you how the midterm test will be conducted. We will be using Google Forms, and in the first page of Google Form you need to key in your full name, email address and other information. For example, here my email address and then full name, like your student ID. It must be exactly like your student ID. Your tutor's name, you need to check who is your tutor's name before the exam. Suppose my tutor is Dr. X, so write just his name or her name. Okay, I just write Munira. And student ID, okay, your student ID can be whatever. Tutorial section number, maybe you are tutorial 3. You need to check this before the exam. So I am not your tutor, I am your lecturer, so do not write my name here. This is for your tutor's name, right? I am not your tutor. And tutorial section number, it can be between 1 to 20, and your phone number. Okay, something. So what happens if you don't key in one of these information? You won't be able to click on next. So make sure you complete the form. And if your phone number is not registered in Malaysia, you need to key in the country code too. For example, if you are from, let's say, Iran, then you need to key in the country code. Then next. Now you get the questions, right? Here I just randomly put some questions. As you can see, the random text I just copy paste from random pages on the internet. But here, let's see how it works. So for some of the questions, it's like this. Explain why 4 is greater than 2. Your answer should not exceed 200 characters. This means there is a word limit. So you are not allowed to write a long answer. So when you explain here, you need to make sure keep it short, right? Let me just copy paste something random. You see, if it's too long, you get a message. Shorten your answer. Now you need to shorten your answer to make sure that it does not exceed the word limit. Okay, it seems now my answer is okay. Mistake criteria. So done, right? If it's too long, you won't be able to submit it. And some of the questions, for some of the questions you can choose, it's like this MCQ, so one of the answers is correct. And as you can see, for these questions there is one option I don't know, because I made some of the questions compulsory. It means I want to make sure I don't want you to miss the question, so I want to make sure you already have read the question. So you may choose one of these. If you don't know the answer, you may select I don't know, right? But if you just leave it alone, you cannot submit the form. Another question, so again, it's a random text I put here as the question. For these type of questions, you may select more than one option. So there may be one correct answer or more than one correct answer. So you need to, if you believe all of them are correct, then you select all, right? But if only one is correct, suppose the correct answer is A, finance, then you need to only select A. If you select 2, this means you get 0, right? So for these type of questions, you have the freedom to choose more than one option if there is more than one correct answer, right? And of course, if you don't know the answer, you can click I do not know, right? And if you just leave it, this is a required question. This means you need to, if you leave it, if you don't answer, you won't be able to submit your form. So make sure you select at least I don't know if you don't know the answer or you don't want to answer. And the last form is like this. Write your answer as a number in the field below. So what is the question? You have 2,000 ringgit and you borrow 1,000 ringgit. Compute how much money you have now. This is just a random question again. To use it as an example. So what is the answer? The answer is 3,000. Now, if I write 3,000 ringgit, I won't be able to submit. Why? Because the answer should be a number. Here I put RM, so I remove RM, right? Or some of you may write like this, 3, and 000. Again, error. So I need to remove this comma from here, right? It should be pure number 30. So I cannot write like this 1000 plus 2000 equals. It won't be accepted. So just the final answer, pure number, right? It can be in decimal point, of course, right? If there is any decimal point. And yep, some of you may want to ask how many decimal points if there was any question with some decimal points. Up to you, but I prefer something between 2 to 4, right? Not more than 4 decimal points and not less than 2. So the best is something between 2 to 4, right? So if you are using a calculator, why not go for 4? And if, as I mentioned, if you click on submit, then you won't be able to edit your answers, right? This means the final. So make sure that you are confident with your answers to all questions, then press submit, right? Again, you cannot submit and submit and later go back and check the questions again. When you submit, that's all. You see, there is no way to check your answers or make any changes or read your answers, right? So hope it was helpful. All the best with your exam, and I will see you on Thursday, 8th of October at 6 p.m. We will start at 6 p.m. Don't be late.